everyone, my name is Madison and welcome back to my channel. Y'all, this school year is already so crazy. I feel like school just started. I get we're like 5-6 weeks in now. We're in the full swing of things. I have midterms this week. Oh my gosh, I have felt so frazzled, but I'm excited to sit down and take the time to film this for y'all. I am going to show you what is in my backpack as an engineering student. I feel like after what, 2.5 years of college and insane classes, I have finally mastered what I need to survive a 13-hour day on campus. So I think last week one day I was on campus from 8 a.m. to like 8:15 p.m. something like that. So we're getting pretty good at stuffing our little mini this brand of backpack filled with stuff. So without further ado, let's just get started. So y'all have probably seen this backpack like hundreds of times before. I've had this backpack for like 5 years, since the middle of high school. She's kind of small, but I love her. It's the 13-inch one with the computer pocket in the back, which is really nice. It fits my computer and my iPad perfectly. I love how it's just a little square with the one big pocket. It makes it so easy to organize everything and really fit everything in there. And then it's also not so big that you can stuff it so full that your back's gonna be hurting if you're walking around a lot and things like that. So on the front here, I have my little CU Smeed Aerospace Remove Before Flight tag and this little red bow. I love the color red. I have a small little pocket up front here that just has little random things like mints, Excedrin, chapstick. What is this? A little pin I got from our robotics competition a few months ago. And then a little thing of perfume that I don't know if I've ever used. But that's in here. So I want to say 3-ish times a week I go to the gym after class, and I go straight from class so I don't come home. So I like to have little things like a little mini hairbrush or deodorant in my backpack or in the bag I bring to the gym, which I'm not going to show you in this video, but just little things like that are good for if I'm ever, like I said, going to the gym before my robotics meeting or something like that. So in this main big pocket up here, we have all sorts of stuff. So we're just gonna kind of pull things out one by one and see what we find. Alrighty. First things first, we have our water bottle. A water bottle is a necessity. It is something I feel like you cannot live without, especially in the middle of COVID when most, if not all, water fountains that I know of are closed. They still have the refillable water ones, but they just don't want you putting your mouth on things. So having something, especially like a hydro flask that keeps things cold, I find really, really useful. I also always have a hair tie or some sort of a scrunchie with me. This is necessary for so many things. I get really lazy and just like to throw my hair up. If I get cold, I'll put my hood up in the middle of lecture because I swear our lecture hall is like 60 degrees. And then also when I'm at work doing labs, soldering, things like that, being able to pull my hair back is really important so that I don't catch it on fire. This is the Lululemon Light Lock Scrunchie. I have like 15 of these things, maybe not 15. I at least am in the double digits at this point. I love these things. They hold my hair so well. I have pretty like long, thick, but slippery hair. And especially if I'm working out or riding at the barn or something like that, these are amazing. Going off of that, I have a pair of safety goggles. We look awesome. If you do any sort of soldering or machining work, I highly recommend you have something to keep your eyes protected. I solder probably close to half of the time I'm at work. I guess it's more so this summer. I probably started 15 hours a week at work this summer. And being able to protect your eyes from like hot flux, solder splattering, things like that is so important. I kid you not, these were like $3 from Amazon. I'll have everything linked down below, but just having something like this in your backpack is really important. It's pretty small, it doesn't take up a whole lot of space, and you will not regret it. I also have a little wireless mouse here. This has the little USB in there that you just plug into your computer, and then you can just do your thing. I really like having this for when I'm CADing. I don't really use this for anything other than CAD. I primarily use SolidWorks for my computer, and especially for that, I feel like it's super, super handy. It is so hard to CAD when you just have the trackpad. So again, I think this was like $8 at Walmart. Super useful, super handy, and I really like how it's wireless. Okay, I always have all sorts of snacks in here. I have some popcorners that I have not finished eating. Popcorners are my favorite. And then these are like the Trader Joe's knockoff version of Takis. They're so good if you like Takis but don't like the artificial color or think they're too spicy. These are a bit more limey. They don't have the artificial like bright red color, and they're really good. Highly recommend. The bag is also a lot more full than the normal Takis bag, so it takes up less space in my backpack because there's less like air. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a smaller bag, but you get just the same amount. Either way, love those. I also have a pencil bag in here. I love this one. It has like planets and moons and stars and things like that all over it, and this huge zipper. Y'all know I have my iPad, which I use all the time, but my midterms are on paper, and so for the last few weeks I've been trying to do practice problems and things like that on paper more so that I can get used to writing on paper again, which sounds horrible. I know I sound such like a spoiled American white person with my iPad and not remembering how to write on paper, but especially with COVID when all exams were remote and I did everything on my iPad, this sounds horrible, but I literally catch myself like trying to zoom in on the paper or like reaching for the undo button. Horrible, I know. So I've been trying to use paper more, so I have pencils, pens, erasers, things like that in here, just so that I can like remember how to write on paper. And then in my backpack, and then in this pencil case, I also have my name tags. I have my 2 name tags for my jobs. I guess I kind of quit this one, but it was like a volunteer thing. And then I give tours of the aerospace building, which y'all may or may not know, but that this is for the one job where I do that. So I like just having a big bag like this so that I never lose them. I also always have an extra mask. Masks are required at CU right now just because the Delta variant is on fire. And especially if I'm going to the gym, I really like having like a gym mask with me so that I'm not getting my like day-to-day use ones super sweaty and gross. But I love the masks from Athleta. They're my absolute favorite. And if you're looking for like a good, lightweight, comfortable, adjustable mask, these guys are awesome. I also have some headphones in here. I just have a pair of like the corded cheapo ones that just kind of floats around. And then in this little case, I keep my Beats. These are the Beats Flex. I have raved about these in the past when they still had the Beats X, which is the older, more expensive, but worse version from like 6 years ago. The Beats Flex are a pretty new release. They're literally so cheap, like 30, 40, 50 bucks. I think I got my boyfriend a pair from Costco for $35. These are the best $50, $40 headphones you will ever buy. I cannot say enough good things about them. So those just stay in there with the little mini USB-C charger for them. You also gotta have a calculator. Not gonna lie, I don't use this a ton. I think I use this for my electronics class mostly. I cannot use a calculator on my orbital mechanics exam. And then most of what I do in my aerodynamics class is like no numbers, it's all like variables. So we don't really use this a ton, but it's always handy to have a calculator. And then I also always have a portable charger with me. Y'all, here's my phone. I have the iPhone 7 and I was looking at my battery health this morning and it's at 76%, like the maximum battery charge I can ever reach, if you know what I'm saying, relative to what it was when it was new. So my battery health kind of sucks, and my phone kind of just sucks in general because it's so old. So I always have a portable charger with me just so that I can have my phone charged throughout the day. And then I also have this little mini adapter here. This I got from Amazon for, I want to say, like $12. And this was such a good purchase. I have seen USB-C like hub adapters like this for 40-50 bucks. It's not quite as intricate as some other ones, but it has 2 USB-A ports, a USB-C port, as well as some SD ports and an HDMI. Because I have the new MacBook Pro that only has USB-C ports, this is really handy if I ever want to hook up my computer to my monitor, throw in an SD card to edit a video, plug in my mouse, something like that. So this thing's amazing. It's super slim and small. It doesn't take up a whole lot of space, and because of that, it's really handy to be able to bring it everywhere. You always gotta have a computer charger. I am so fortunate in that for like the first time ever, all of my devices pretty much use the same charger. So my iPad, my computer, and my headphones are all USB-C. So I just bring my larger power adapter. This one charges faster than the one that came with my iPad, which is really nice. So I don't have the super long extension on it, which I find that I don't really ever need. So this is always handy to just have, and somebody around me always needs a computer charger. I also have this little lanyard here. This has my like bus pass and my Buff One card. I have to swipe into a lot of the classrooms, or not the classrooms, a lot of the lab spaces I use for work, just so that they can like, it's like restricted access. So I have to have this with me every day so that I can actually get into the lab for work. And then last but not least, in this main big pocket, I just have some deodorant. This is the Dove 0% aluminum pomegranate one. I love this stuff. I try to limit how much aluminum I use. It smells super good. I feel like it lasts a while, and it's pretty slim packaging to just throw in my backpack. And then I also have my sunglasses. I walk to campus quite a bit, especially early in the morning. I have 8 a.m.s every day, or I guess 8:30 a.m.s every day. And so the sun's kind of just starting to come up then, or is like peak, you know, impairment in the sense that it's like right in your eyes as you're walking that early in the morning. So I always like to have these with me just so that I can not hurt my eyes and start off the day on a bad note. Moving on to the back pocket, we just have all of our boring simple stuff. I got my computer, like I've mentioned before. This is the 2021, I think it's 2021. I can't remember if it's a 2020 or 2021. This is the MacBook Pro with the M1 chip. I love this thing. This thing rocks. I have had a few videos up about this, and I have some more coming soon, just because y'all seem to really be interested in how I like it, how I use it as an engineering student, just because I know most engineering students don't go the iOS route. I did, or I guess the Mac OS route. I did, and I love it, so stay tuned for that. And then I also have my iPad. I have the 2018 iPad Pro, the smaller version. It just looks like this. I have the magnetic, so the 2nd generation Apple Pencil that I love, and this really nice case here that has a spot for my pencil so that I can charge and stay in place throughout the day. It also magnets and folds so that I can kind of prop my iPad up like this, which is nice. So love this guy. And then last but not least, like I mentioned, I've been trying to use paper more. So I have this notebook here that I've been taking practice exams in. I don't use it a ton, but whenever I can, if I'm not actually having to turn something in to be graded, it's a great chance to get in the habit and get used to using like paper and erasers and pencils more. So This has been an adjustment, to say the least. Like I said, it's a little embarrassing how much I have forgotten how to like use literal paper, but here we are, we're learning. So that is everything in my backpack. I really hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I appreciate all the love and support, and I will see you all next time. I will see you soon. Peace out. Bye.